This episode is brought to you by Amy. When clangers happen, lucky you're with Amy. Welcome back, everyone. It's another episode of the TFG Tuesday podcast. We're joined by Jevy in the studio once again. Jevy, great to have you back, mate.
It's good to be back.
Most importantly, we have the skipper of the Giants, Toby Green, live from Sydney. Tobes, you must be up and about. The boys were flying around Thursday night.
Yeah, hey lads, hope you're all going well. Ola just said hello there. So, it was all good. Did what we had to, mate. But we know got the big ones coming up now. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, mate, we'll talk about the footy in a second, but Jevy's been peppering me all weekend. He goes, what's Toby like? Is he a man of integrity? Does he, when we challenge him, does he respond? So we might as well start it off. We asked you, can you get the great man, the number one pick, the most powerful forward in the competition at the moment, Aaron Cadman, to join us for a chat next week? Is the great man any chance of popping in tonight?
Yeah, we get the brightest young talent on this podcast, mate, and we've got none better than big Cadsy boy here rolling in.
There he is.
I've made it.
It's fresh off the contract extension. How are you, great man?
Good, boys. Good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, mate, anytime you want, you can join us. We have plenty of questions for you. Jevy's done a lot of homework. We've heard a bit of mail around the old man signing the deal. Well, it's all coming your way. Jevy, you ready to go?
Good to go. We're going Cads now? Or?
We're going to break. What do you want to break down first, boys? The Jakey Stringer Cup, or do you want us to pepper Cads with a couple of Jevy's best?
Definitely Stringer
Let him work his way into it. Get the Stringer Cup.
Well, let's get the microphone in front of you, Tobes. We're going to start off with the Jakey Stringer Cup. I'll kick us off first, Jevy. I just want to know, have you spoken to the package about what he said to his best mate, Laverde, after he sat on his head and kicked a little couple of sausages on him?
I don't think he said too much. I think the vision sums it up. He just had a really good, long, hard stare and cheeky grin. It was pretty funny. And the boys sort of knew that he was pretty close with Jaden. So I imagine String would have let him know over the weekend. I think he spent a bit of time with him.
Yeah, he did have a little post-match chat, said that Jaden was popping around the next day. So I'm sure you'll break that down when you see him. But, Jevy, we're interested about Tom Green's mic, aren't we?
Yeah, he was on the hot mic, boys. He didn't, did anything come of that? Did anything he say, like, was he nervous it was going to make the Channel 7 coverage?
Oh, I didn't actually know, so I wouldn't have minded a bit of warning from Greener because, anything could slip out. So it would have been good for a bit of heads up, but I haven't seen the cut up and I don't know, did you say anything, Kat?
Nah, but the boys did get into him because no one really knows what he's saying on the mic there, but he said he was pretty stitched up and he wasn't really happy with Channel 7 posting that.
He did say before the game he is absolutely flushing him. He's hitting him that well. And then he kicked the snag and he's like, it's a bit of me, Tom. He was happy with the boys.
Yeah, he's confident in his ability, Greener. There's no doubt about that. But he is good value.
Is he still putting his jocks in the kettle on away games, or has he put that one away?
No, I think he's put it away. He's sort of the overwhelming responses. It's not acceptable. And, he's moved on, I think, which is good for all the tea drinkers.
The tea drinkers. Wow, Inglewood, if you want to get online, they do coffee and tea. Check it out. I've got one more before Jevy asks you a question. I just want to know, hard-fought game, boys, like short turnaround, obviously Essendon, young list, a lot of injuries, but you really were peppering him at three-quarter time. Just talk to me, what's the mindset like when it is three-quarter time and you're up 50 points or whatever it is, short turnaround? Do you kind of put the legs on ice a little bit? Like what goes through the mind in that, that stage of the game?
No, not really. We know the position we're in, and we know like our percentage probably isn't as good as some of the teams above us. So we wanted to try and put as much scorers on the board as we could. But to Essendon's credit, they were pretty strong in the last, and we weren't as clinical maybe as what we wanted to be. So we're aware of like where we sit on the ladder and what the equation is for finals. So there wasn't too much feed on the desk. We can't really afford that at the moment.
So we got the first two goal kickers in the building. So, Tobes, you absolutely hustled young Angus Clark with that hole in the ball free kick. You grabbed him and then just stared the umpire straight in the eye and just said, give me the ball. And you went back and slotted it. Did you just know you had him?
I was confident, yeah. Once he got an extra second to get rid of it and I knew it wasn't coming out, I knew the umpire was going to pay it. So we'll take that. And the snap come off about as good as they can come off. It didn't. You have to really just whack those and not try and bend them too much. And I couldn't have kicked it much better. I was pretty happy with it actually.
That's a rare sighting. Toby telling us he's happy with his work. Must have been flushed.
Oh, he got him.
It's hard to do because a lot can go wrong.
Well, it's like the dribble kick when you're down at Port Arlington. We'll get to that later, but a lot can go wrong from the boundary line.
And then the second goal, Cads, bit old school. You just went drop punt from the boundary and just threaded the eye. Were you happy with that one?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was in two minds even when I was walking in. I wasn't sure if I was going to, like how Jesse Hogan does, run out a little bit and banana it, but I thought I'll stick with the drop punt and it stuck true. So I was just like Toby, I was pretty happy with it because it was pretty low chance, but can't complain at all.
You boys are flying. One more from me about the Dons game. When Jesse Hogan, the Coleman medalist, isn't playing, Cads, do you feel like it's Brucey's time to shine? You got to step it up a little 5-10% and, puff the chest out, or is it just business as usual?
Well, I think if I just keep bringing my strengths, then it'll all work out for me. But it is a little bit harder when he's not there because obviously he attracts a lot of attention from all defenders. So it is a bit easier when he's there, and we do complement each other really well. And sometimes we can read each other's minds. So, but yeah, when he's not there, I do feel like I want to take the reins and I want to show what I am capable of. But yeah, it is good when he's not there, but it's even nicer when he is there.
So the Bombers in general, boys, did they surprise you with how well they were playing? They just couldn't kick a goal. They started pretty hot. It took a while to put them away. Were you surprised at all, Tobes, or you knew they were going to come to play?
No, I didn't think it was going to just be what everyone sort of thought it would be and a 10-goal sort of walk-up start. But their pressure was really good. The first quarter, they were probably the better team, to be honest, and they just didn't kick straight. But they brought in guys as well who played 100, 150 games as well. So it wasn't like they're bringing in kids. So, we weren't expecting it to be an easy game, and it wasn't. So, we just had to do what we did, and now as I said, we got the big ones coming up. So looking forward to it.
And you had young Archie Roberts on you, and he was giving you the absolute shits, I reckon. And then after you took that mark, played on, kicked the snappy, he might have just landed on your back. Would the old Tobe sort of maybe remonstrated that a bit, but you were a bit mature about it? How was that?
No, we just had a couple of little passages throughout the day I wasn't too happy with, but he was fine. He was fine. It was game over, mate. So I was happy just to call it quits there. I don't want to be missing this week.
Yeah, don't miss any games. We need all you blokes on the park. This competition is so tight. Righto, Cads, get ready because Jevy's going to give you all he's got. Before we get there, though, for everyone that's out there watching or listening that needs AFL player stats made easy, my advice to you all, it's simple. Check out the StatsMate app. You can see players' stats like disposals, goals, fantasy points. They help you out when it comes to matchups, hard analytics and stats. So if Jesse Hogan's out, they'll give you a prediction on how many Cads or Toby will kick. This app has it all. So the best part about it, in my opinion, it's free. So download it now on the App Store. That is StatMate. It is as good as it gets. It's your best mate when it comes to football. All right, Jevy, it's your time to shine. Are you ready?
I think they're pumping up a bit here, Cads, but we all want to know from the horse's mouth. Your old man, he signed the deal at 3 a.m. Can you talk us through it? How many beers deep did he sign the deal? Because I want to hear it from you.
Oh, I don't even want to know, to be honest. I think he was out with Dave Matthews. They started at the Royal, then they made their way out. I think they hit the city, and then I woke up to a text in the morning saying the deal's done, mate. So, but no, basically he basically sorted out all the terms and conditions, all the little things, and he's good fun, my dad. And you'll catch him in the pub anyway.
And it must have felt like a relief. You kicked 6 second-half goals. This was last week, but does it just feel great to have the deal done?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a bit of the deal was always there for me. I just think that I wanted to prove to myself that I am worthy of a new deal. I could have signed it early in the year, and I always knew I was going to stay at the Giants. So, I love where we are. I love the whole club. It was just proving to myself that I'm worthy of this deal and just showing what I've got.
I love that. So, just a couple of you can throw a teammate or two under the bus. Who's your favourite that kicks you the ball, and who do you not like kicking you the ball?
Favourite that I like kicking me the ball. I love Jesse kicking me the ball because he knows how a key forward wants it. I'm going to throw... This is a tough one. I don't really know, but everyone's pretty solid that we got kicking to us. Maybe Finn Callahan because sometimes they can go a bit rogue, but no, he's usually pretty good as well. But I'm definitely taking Jesse.
Just on that, is there a bloke that peppers it too hard? Like, when you're coming at the ball and there's just always one bloke that just bullets them in. Is that Finn?
Oh, I think that's more.
So I thought Finn was a
Maybe like
nice
an
kick.
Ashy.
I would have
That's
thought
more of a
Finn
Lockie Ash.
or Ashy just peppers them in.
Yeah, he does, but he's got a pretty nice kick, so he hits some nice ones.
Oh, I love that. Hey, Finn will be flat with that. He needs a little reality check.
That's what I said it.
Christian Jacks had the hardest kick I've ever seen in AFL footy. He could kick a thumper ball. It was incredible.
So wait, Toes, while you're there, you saying you loved them on the lead or no, they used to just pierce your chest?
No, it was actually like, when guys, so today, like Lades is our forwards coach is kicking us balls in the hands.
Yeah.
And you got to mark them, like there's a bit of marking practice. In the
the
cage.
boundary line, yeah.
AJ would kick him and you couldn't mark him. I've never seen a bloke kick a ball harder. It was incredible.
That's elite.
So just because you sit next to him, Cads, you can throw him under the bus a bit. What's a pre-game speech from Tobes like? Does he ever crack a gag? Is it all business? Does he ever stuff up what he's saying?
I don't think I have a bad word to say about it, even though he's right next to me. That's not the reason, but every time we walk out of it, everyone's up and about. He does mess up a little bit, but he's pretty good at getting back on track. So especially this year, he's been top notch with his pregame and just in the rooms. Yeah, they're top notch speeches actually.
What's the best one you've had, and what's the best response the group's had?
Oh, maybe Geelong. I reckon the first time we versed Geelong after a bad patch of footy, and then he came out, and that was pretty special. I reckon the Callum Warbine was pretty special. That's always got to be the top. But
that's special.
You've had some nice ones.
Yeah, I don't put too much effort into it. It's sort of what comes to me the day. So it's a work on for me, but I don't think it really matters too much. You could deliver the best in the world and you'd lose the first quarter by 6 goals. So there's no relevance, I don't reckon.
Oh, I don't know that Toes, the passion that you show. The boys are looking you in the eyes and they don't want to let you down.
It's actions on game day.
All actions.
So he's been pumping you up all year, that saying what we're seeing now, you've been doing it training for ages. How much self-belief and confidence have Tobes, Jesse Hogan, all these older boys just continually put in you so what we see now on the field?
Yeah, they've been massive for me. I think that was the missing piece of my game at the start of this year, was just that confidence piece. So, yeah, these boys, like you said, Jesse, Tobes in the forward line group, and then the mids as well, just always pumping me up. The backs, Jack Buckley, Sam Taylor, they're all been huge for me. So it's pretty nice when you get to play on the best back line in the comp every week at training. So, yeah, they've just been instilling confidence in me and just let me know what works for me and keep to my strengths. So they're massive for my confidence and probably, my ability to really put some good games together.
Yeah, that's it for me. You
That's
got
it
anything?
Well, I just want to know about we kicked 6 last week, right? Or the week before. But they all happened in about 5 minutes. What's it like just when everything turns? Because you're working your ass off and then all of a sudden you've just gone bang, 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 bang. Like, what's it feel like in that moment?
It's a pretty nice feeling. I didn't realize they were all so close together because I guess like a bit of like the passage of play stops, but I didn't realize that it was something to like the 11th minute of the third I hadn't kicked a goal. So yeah, it happened pretty quick. And I just remember like my song playing over and over in the stadium, which was nice. I was kind of getting sick of it towards the end, but no, it was a pretty special feeling.
Is it true you sent Jesse to the bench, told Tobes and Stringer to clear the 50 and just keep kicking it to you and quickly?
If I told him that, Toby would tell me to get. So
I don't reckon he would.
If you're doing that, I'm happy to go anywhere. I'm happy to go stand at half back if you want. It was a really good 10 minutes of footy. Sort of helped us, really win the game. Really broke it open. It was good watching firsthand.
One more for you, Cads. I've listened to a lot of, I guess, people in the media, but people that have actually played the game, and they always say the big boys, they take time. 4 or 5 years. So you're only 21. You haven't taken that much time. What is it for you that's kind of like the click, like when you go from that, maybe playing your role to now you're really taking over games? Like what would your advice be to these next generation of superstar talent that are coming through that are key forwards?
Yeah, well, it's pretty typical, but just being comfortable in your body, really. I'm obviously a bit thinner than most key forwards getting around. So yeah, I think it's putting the confidence in my body and in my hands that I do belong there. I'm not just some skinny key forward running around. So yeah, I can't say it enough that once you feel comfortable in your body, you really start feeling like you can run out games. You can rate your defenders in different ways than just pushing them over. So, yeah, it is a bit frustrating in the media when people are potting you, but you're a second-year key forward, trying your best. So it gets hard at times. But, it's just having that patience and realising that it does take time, and sometimes it is a bit grim, but you just got to have patience.
No, it's good, mate. Well, it's not grim at all for you. You are flying, and you just got to keep working hard. Like Toby said, he's seen it all pre-season, and now we're all seeing it on display. Well, we'll give Cads a spell here on the one-on-ones, and we'll go back to the run sheet, boys. This is when we just go a little bit rogue. We're going to go around the league, and we're going to start off with the Giants FIFA competition. There was a little bit of murmurs. Toby was caught on the mic, wasn't he, talking about the FIFA competition. We know that the FIFA competition at the Giants is the best in the AFL, and it goes back years and years ago. Tobes, can you just update us on what's going on post-game?
Oh, well, we're staying at the Pullman there across the road from the G, and it was the most unbelievable setup ever. Like, we had the grand ballroom wasn't being used because we were there on a Wednesday night, and they'd set it up. So we got this projector screen, like the biggest screen you've ever seen, and we're playing FIFA on the projector, not like your comp where it was fucking delayed and it cost me a premiership.
This one was, you're not blaming the fucking screen, are you? Give me a spell.
So we were there, and I was like, I can't wait to post game, get a win, come back, and I can't sleep after game, so I'm up to 2 a.m. Cad's got some vision. I was getting right into it.
Have a listen to it.
Flick the vision through.
That's what we do! That's what we do!
That sounds like a happy Toby playing FIFA. I've seen both.
Yeah, me and Buckley, we went to everyone about 5-0, and then last game was about 2 a.m. We said, last game, we're down 4-1, and X and Jacob Gaynor are getting real chirpy, pretty happy with themselves. I said, we'll still win this, Bucks. We'll come back. And we ended up winning 7-6. I'm in their face just abusing them. Like it was I couldn't sleep. I was so pumped up.
Oh, that's great. Cads, you have to flick that footage through. We'll get that up on YouTube so people can watch that as well.
The comp started today, actually. Cogs and Keefe were insipid. They got 5-0 mercied by Idun and Binger, who are going to be one of the teams to beat. But the energy just got zapped out of the room, mate. It was insipid from Cogs and Keefe. They couldn't have been worse. It was like they'd never picked up a stick before. So hopefully the competition evolves from here.
That's what happens when you have kids, boys. You put the console down. They've just lost a little bit of touch. They need a little bit of practice.
I didn't.
Yeah, well, you're pretty good at FIFA though, Tobes, even though you cost me when I organised the lockdown league and we had 2 West Coast players in the granny. But we'll talk about that another time. Chevy?
Cad, you any chop at FIFA?
Oh, I struggle. I definitely struggle. I'm definitely better than Cogs and Keefe put up today, but I reckon, I'm not much chop.
Do you have to pay to get to this league?
Yeah, I think it's 100 buy-in, 100 or 200, 100, I think.
Yeah, love it. And it's doubles. It used to be singles, but you're doing doubles now.
No, doubles is good. There's a lot more variation, and there hopefully is a few upsets because of doubles. And Binger's trying to make the game a 10-minute half because he's worried about what could happen.
Come on, Binger.
He's ridiculous.
He doesn't understand the entertainment angle, does he, Binger?
No, that's what I've been talking about. That's all I've been talking about is theatre. We need theatre.
Well, make sure are you going to live stream the granny? Because I'd love to see that live streamed.
I think we'll have to. We get the peanut gallery going, so I'll chuck it on the live on Instagram. It'll go off. I reckon.
We need live stream, although you might need to watch Toby when if he's down in the granny. You might need to mute Toby's little 5 seconds.
Together. We're going to struggle to get the final, but I just want to take a scalp on the way there.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Cal Ward's playing, but he's very good. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in him or Slammer. They're very handy, aren't they? And Jack Buckley,
Slammer and Bucks are together. They're favourites, and then I reckon Binger and Idun are the next favourites. So we'll see.
I'll just bring it up, but I'll never forget remember the Amazon doco they did on Cogs, and we had the FIFA comp, and David Roden did the triple front flip, and then in come the umpire that was playing Wardy. And it never made the final cut. I'll just never forgive Amazon for that. It was the biggest disgrace I've ever seen, mate. It had all the best cameras. Right. Like I've got the Instagram video. We'll get it up. But do you remember that? How good that was?
I do. Yeah, that got the crowd absolutely erupting. That was incredible.
Yeah. Oh, Cads, if you weren't there, but we got David Roden to escort out the umpire in the hub in COVID in Perth when everyone
I
was
did hear about this.
everyone was pretty flat. We needed to jam up. Train's got bloody one calf left. I thought I'd offer something with me rookie contract and just organise a FIFA competition. And anyway, David Roden brought out all the umpires in their full kit, and the umpire that was playing had like a robe on, and Wardy was calling him a weak dog, and it was that good. And it was just so. I think the umpire kicked the first goal. It was amazing theatre, as Toby said, and they never put it in the final cut of this Amazon documentary. So I was fuming.
I think I've actually seen that cut. I've been pissed myself at it.
Oh, it's good. All right, let's get serious. Toby, I won't ask Cads this one because I'll leave him out of this one. What do you think of Stephen May's incident, and how many weeks do you think he'll get?
It's very similar to the Alex Pearce one at the start of the year. Also, I think he's going to get three or 4 weeks. He just had, like, based on, I think Alex Pearce is a little bit more. He's probably got a little bit better argument than what Stephen May does, but it's so stiff. Like, it's just that, instinct reaction. He's charging for the ball initially and can't stop at the last minute. It's a tough one, and there'll be 2 or 3 of these a year every year for the rest of the time, as long as footy goes on, because it's just such a combat sport, and and there's so much speed in the game. It's hard to change.
It is certainly hard. But what if it was a prelim final, mate, and your team wins? Like, my argument, if I was Stephen, was I felt like he went straight. He didn't veer off the line. Would you say that's fair or not?
Yeah, I agree. And neither did Alex Pearce. He ended up getting off. I'm pretty confident he did.
Yeah, he did.
So, he's got a good argument at the tribunal. It's just, it'd be interesting to see which way they take it. Like, I kind of had, I sort of mentioned, I had one similar last year, but mine was a bump and it was a tiny bit later. But I didn't knock him out. If I had knocked him out, I would have got 3 or 4 weeks. So nothing happened. I got 1 week. So, but I was like the 20 metres, I'm sprinting in, trying to catch the footy. And then at the last moment, I turned just to brace for impact. Like, it's either like, don't contest the footy, let them take a mark, or that can happen.
Yeah, there's an element of protecting your ribs and the natural fight or flight mode, which is what you do, you tuck in. But yeah, I just wanted to get your take on that one. That's going to be interesting. And it kind of leads me to the next one. I saw the post-match with Greg Swan, who's now going to be in the new role, boys, which, Toby, I reckon you'd be excited about. But he's going to be the executive general manager of football performance. So things he'll be looking after and responsible for is the MRO, umpiring, game analysis, player movement, laws of the game, innovation, and increased engagement to clubs, coaches, and players. But he did say that he wants Michael Christian to be more transparent with why he makes his decisions. He looks like more of a player's man. I'm excited by what they're doing in the AFL with Greg Swan. Toby, my question to you is, are you excited by this?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never met Greg Swan, but from all reports and everyone who's sort of dealt with him over, says he's unreal at what he does, knows footy really well, obviously knows the business side of things really well. And I think that's super important as a CEO of an AFL club. So I imagine, over the next 12 months, there'll be a fair few changes, not radical changes, but just little changes to how they do things. And as I said, from all reports, he's got a great sense of the game and probably got a few things in mind initially that he'll want to change.
He mentioned your pet hate. He goes, I counted the other week. It was 22 seconds we waited a ruckman to come off the ground and enter a forward 50 stoppage. He goes, it's just nonsense. Just throw the ball up. But he looks like he's got that footy brain.
Mate, that I don't get that one. Like, just if two people from the same team contest it, it's free kick against. Like, just let the boys work it out. We don't need to stop to wait for these big ruckmen who were just loafing around.
You're going to say something about them, weren't you?
Did you see yesterday, Tobes? Collingwood for it was 8 50-metre penalties or something, and then they were just waiting for the ruckman to get there the whole day. It was slow. The commentators were even losing it. Like, that's the vision you take straight to the AFL and go, we got to cut this out.
Yeah, I just noticed it because inside 50 you want low numbers and you want the umpire to ball it up straight away, but it doesn't happen because usually the ball gets transitioned quickly and then you got to wait for him to catch up. So I think I reckon that one will get changed pretty quick.
Last one from me to you, Tobes, before I ask Cads about Swanee's new role and what he would like. But I heard Swanee says he's not an emails man. He's a phone call operator. Do you have his number and will you give him a call when you're not happy?
Oh, that's good, mate. Because I'm the same. I'm a phone call man. I hate texting. No, I don't have his number, but I'm sure the captains have a good catch up at the start of every year, and he'll be a big part of that and talking about the game and what's working and what could be improved.
Beautiful. All right, Cads. Well, I want to ask you one question. So Swanee will be looking after innovation. If you could innovate anything or change anything, what is the one thing you would change with the game?
I really like what Toby has. I've heard him say it before. When the ball hits the post, if it stays in bounds, play on. I reckon that'd bring some pretty special goals as well. I reckon a couple maybe bicycles or something like that would be pretty nice. But yeah, I reckon off the post, in bounds, play on. I reckon that's a good
post
one.
and point post?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Off the point post back in, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before, Jevy. I love it.
Pretty good. They do it everywhere else around the world, so I don't mind it.
I like it. Well, that's all I've got.
It actually take away through a bit of the stoppage time as well for points that potentially hit the post or don't. Well, it wouldn't really because it comes back in. But yeah, I think as you said, everywhere else in the world that's got posts, it's play on off them.
I've got one more, actually. I forgot to ask about this, but Collingwood Freo game's cracker. And big shout out to Daisy Thomas, who'll be sending me a slab, giving me 24.5. What an absolute clown. Should have just went head to head. Boys, at the end of the game, I loved game scenario from Collingwood. Loved it. I actually been saying this to myself when I'm watching footy, why people jump on and try to get another stoppage. I loved it. I want to know, have you boys trained this exact same thing? You're down by a point. There's a minute to go. The other team wants stoppages. They want you to jump on and ball it up. So what they did was they just jumped off them and just grabbed them and put their hand up to say holding the ball, which forced Fremantle to keep handballing it and keep the ball in motion. Have you boys trained that scenario?
Yeah. King is big on it. He gets really annoyed when teams jump on it, and we actually get in trouble if we jump back on top of them. So yeah, you want to just grab the jumper and put their hand up, or just make eye contact with the umpire, and because if they're trying to get a stoppage, it's against the rules. So
yeah, that's great. That's good to hear, because that's that scenario training that young teams sometimes forget about when they're all fatigued. But that caught my eye, and I think it caught Hurdy's eye last night as well. He mentioned it.
So playing Thursday night, boys, and then you just got to sit back and relax and watch a couple of top 8 teams just belt the shit out of each other. Did the results go Giants' way?
Some did. I think the Gold Coast Adelaide one, we wanted that to happen, but we would have liked to stay in the top 4 after the round, but it doesn't go that way. Everyone's getting paid, so everyone's trying to win. But yeah, I think we're still in the 8, and we're looking pretty good into finals. Hopefully we can put in a couple good games here and set us up well.
Are the Crows a bit of a sleeping giant that, they're bloody good, aren't they?
Yeah, they look sharp, and they're going to be real good at home as well. So they got a good, their scoring power is elite. Their midfield's really good, and they're defending well. So yeah, they're going to be, they're one of those teams that come up from the bottom 8 that are going to, have a really say. They probably end up finishing second. It would have been nice if Collingwood won. I was cheering cheering Collingwood, but they've cost us 2 weeks in a row. That's all right. We just got to keep winning and do our job.
Love it. Well, it's my job to remind you boys with the KPI construction recap from last week. Toby hustled Connor Idun, the commissioner, for a Supercoach trade. He bullied Wardy, who's mentally checked out, and falsely brought up text messages through graphic design of Adzi Treloar on the injury list just so Wardy would accept. Anyway, we put it out on socials and it went viral. Supercoach accepted. Big shout out to Supercoach for getting behind it. And we asked, is this a KPI construction stop or go? And we put it to a vote. And I must say, it's gone the way that I didn't think. It's 73% of people have said that is a go, and that is just great management and smarts from Toby. And they are in your camp, Toby. They think that is just pathetic from Connor Idun, poor due diligence, and same for Wardy. So, mate, I want to know, I'll ask Cads in a second what kind of drama it's caused, but Tobes, have you sent this back or have you continued to play with Whitfield in your side?
Oh, I played 1 week. I played that weekend, and then if I went on to win the comp, no one was going to pay me, so I had to send him back. So Witters is gone. I've managed to wrangle Jack Sinclair, who I'm really happy with. So it's disappointing, mate. But the boys, I wasn't going to get paid if I went on to win, so I had to had to fall in line.
Cads, this one's for you. What was going on behind the scenes? Like, we know Brent Daniels was fuming, but who else was getting right into Toby?
Yeah, well, it's been the talk of the rooms for the last 2 weeks, probably. I think it's play on. It's a dog eat dog world. Just you got to scrap and fight to get what you want. So I think, yeah, if you can slip that past, then that's their own fault, I reckon.
Oh, that is brilliant. That is a KPI construction go. It's not a stop that, but Toby's even sent it back.
Yeah, he did the right thing, Tobes, but geez, I can't believe you had to bring it back.
Well, in the Supercoach WhatsApp, like, I'm just getting abused. Like, the boys are like, send it back. You're ruining the comp. I was like, I was going to lose mates.
I saw Connor Idun commented saying, I was just trying to enjoy my steak, fam.
I think because I sent the message at 7:39, he was at steak night. I said, hurry up and accept it. So he just didn't concentrate. And next thing you know, he's copping abuse. So that's fine.
Oh, he's a good man. I love him. Looking forward to seeing you boys up there this Friday night. We're going to get to that game shortly, but it's time for one of our other favourite segments. It's our Inglewood Coffee Roasters, our Australia's #1 coffee boys. When it comes to all the details, you just head to inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au for all the details. Now, when it comes to having a coffee, boys, we want to make it happen right here on the TFG Tuesday podcast. We always discuss who we're going to individually have a coffee with, but Toby had an idea this week, but maybe we just have a coffee, all of us, with this one person. Toby, who's this person you're talking about?
Yeah, we just want to debrief what Big Andy Byron was thinking from Astronomer. Just unbelievable how viral that clip went. I just don't know what he was thinking at. Like, you're in a corporate box. You're doing the wrong thing. You're CEO of a huge tech company and you somehow think that that's okay. I don't know what he was thinking. And for Chrissy Martin to call him out, geez, it was just gold from the internet.
Oh, mate, it's become the biggest meme of all time.
It is gone absolutely viral.
We need to have a coffee with him just to check on him. I feel like
Maybe
be
just a
going for
welfare
bit
check.
right now. Yeah, I think so. It didn't help that he hit the deck. Like, he could have. I feel like he could have. It would have went a lot less viral if he didn't try to run away.
Oh, there's been a lot of videos of people saying showing exactly what they could have done instead of what they did. I just read, and we don't like seeing people struggle, but can't be doing what he's doing. But I did see that he's resigned. But they both resigned from the company a couple of days ago. So there's all hell breaks loose.
I think it's pretty fair enough. You'd lose trust pretty quick if that was your CEO, I reckon.
I think the girl smiling next to them as well she'd just been promoted as well as a new, high up HR position.
Oh,
so I think she's under the pump now as well. I mean, Big Andy Byron's brought them all down.
He's literally said, you're all coming in the box and you're all going down with me if I get caught. I mean, how silly are you to put yourself out there on the balcony and cuddle each other while I just can't believe it.
Good concert, Coldplay.
Oh, yeah, great marketing campaign. Imagine it was all set up.
It takes a lifetime to build a fortune. It takes a moment to lose half of it, and he's just lost half of it, I think, the big fella.
I reckon he's lost more than half.
Oh, and it's billions, apparently.
Oh.
Does he get another job? You reckon?
Well, you're right into this kind of operation. You're studying and all that. I can see you having a corporate role. Would you give him a second chance?
A little 12-month sabbatical for him. Go and educate yourself. Go just get off the planet, really, and come back in 12 months, and I reckon you'll be right to go.
There you go. You might even get a discount, let him reset. Geez, it'd be hard to have. Imagine when he walks in the room, everyone would just be bringing up that photo. So it's a cruel world. Well, it leads into Amy Clangers because I thought, is this a clanger or are we going to have a coffee with the great man? And we decided to have a coffee. So let's get into it. If you do have a clanger at home, make sure you share your clanger at afl.com.au/Amy Clangers for good and tell us how Amy can help. And you could be in for a chance to win $100,000, all thanks to Amy. Boys, we love a clanger in the locker room or on the field. Cads, is there anything that happened on the weekend that was a big clanger? Tobes, what do you got for us?
Well, your insipid effort to try and raise some money for Port Arlington, your dribble kick, mate, like, what's wrong with you? You've cost them 20 grand and then you've cost them another 2.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about the 20. That was Charlie Curno's fault. Like, you can't be going off the quarter time against West Coast with a sore knee and then playing the next 5 weeks. So give me a spell.
No, you cost them 22. Like, geez, you owe that footy club, mate. You're almost due a season to play there next year.
I always went for a run around the Albert Park and my Achilles are very tight. I can't even get through 5Ks. of jogging. But that was a disgrace. That is a clanger. Kick the ball too hard and pep at the post. But I'd blame the groundsman. They got the worst cooch on that ground. They need to water that thing. It didn't cut back. It was like it was like the whacker. Just the pitch. It was hard. Anyway, Cads, what do you got for us?
We had this was actually today a bit of a locker room clanger. Idun decided he was in the ice bath and decided that he needed to go to the toilet.
Oh,
and he thought he'd let it go in the ice bath, and all of a sudden, because he's had his supplements and they make your pee go fluoro, and he started peeing and
in the spa,
in the ice bath. Everyone's looked over and there's just this cloud of bright yellow, like it's looking like someone dropped a highlighter in the ice bath. He'd be pretty flat. He's pretty ashamed.
He's a disgrace from Idun. The commish, what's he thinking?
That is unlike him as well. That's unlike him.
He said he's a repeat offender. It's just that this time he got caught. But yeah.
This is the first time hearing it. This is a live reaction. He's not happy with it.
Skipper's not happy. What's going on, Toes? The standards are slipping in the recovery.
Now, the boys are in there every day. And he's a repeat offender as well. Jesus, yeah, that's not good enough.
It's actually bringing out.
What are you going to say to him, Toes? What are you going to say? Because Connor Idun's also a leader of the football club.
He's like the ultimate standards man. Like, he does everything right, and he's the heartbeat of the footy club. So this has put that into jeopardy.
The worst part is that him coming clean to this has also made others come forward and admit that they've been doing the same thing. So it is maybe a problem at the Giants right now.
Cads, this is good. So put the mic on Toby, because I need to ask Toby a question. This needs to be 100% honest. Have you ever pissed in a pool or an ice bath, Toby?
Oh, yeah, but not at the club. Not at the club.
Oh, not at the club. So as long as it's not at your club, it's fine.
I like Harold Holt growing up. There's no point going to the toilet.
the club ice bath. So what do you reckon, Cads? 50-50 in the locker room, people piss in the ice bath?
Well, that's how it was when I was leaving. It was a little bit concerning, but I think in a pool, a big pool is play on, but in a little intimate ice bath that's about 3 meters wide and 2 meters long, I'm not sure about that.
Oh boy, we might have to just. That's an Amy Clanger. Where's the KPI construction? Stop that sign.
That is a
stop sign. God, that is a KPI.
Put it to the pole, mate. Put it to the pole.
We might need to put it back on a pole. Is pissing in the ice bath play on, or is it a KPI construction? Stop that. That is outstanding. I reckon there's a lot of local footballers that listening are going, I've done that. I can't lie.
I do know the feeling when you get in, sometimes it hits you like that, but you can, what are you doing, 3 minutes in the ice bath, boys? You can hold for 3 minutes, can't you?
Yeah, I know. It's just not acceptable. It's just, there's no way.
This is good. The skipper has just found out that one of his leaders is a repeat offender. Oh, that's big. Well, there you go. Submit your clangers and you can be in for a chance. I reckon Connor Idun might win you $100,000. That's got to be right up there. Very good, gents. All right. Let's focus on round 20. This is a big game for a lot of people that are in the room right now, including our man. What do you got for us?
So, Tobes, there's 8 billion people on this planet, right? 8 billion. Is there only one that could walk off the field with 34-5? 34-5. I know I'm on this pod and I really appreciate being on, but I'm a Swans nuffy at heart. I couldn't believe what I saw on the weekend, boys. There are only one player. I looked at your stats, so there's a couple of 25s and 5s, but there's no 34 and 5s.
Yeah, it's a fair game. It was a fair game. Interesting tactics by North just to let him do whatever he wanted. We'll better make sure that doesn't happen this week because it was a seriously impressive effort.
Jev's genuinely pumped for this week. So, Cads, Jev's off to Europe next week. This is his last pod for a while, but he has come in with a little bit of a head wobble knowing that you're going to be on because he thinks that the Swannies are a serious go for finals still. Is that true?
Well, they've won 8 of the last 9 against the Giants. They've won 4 in a row, right? But I know in your building, you can end their season this Friday. Is this spoken about? You can end it. It can be all over. It's time to beat them. How is it going in the Giants building this week?
Yeah, I think that there's definitely murmurs that we want to end their season, but as we saw last week, they got some pretty good players. So yeah, we're going to have to be on our best performance, that's for sure. But Oh, how good's that?
I reckon the Giants could run out with
Feeling that
Sheridan
out
with no
nicely.
pre-season and smack the Swans. That's how bad the Swannies are going, Jevy. This will be all over at half-time.
We got to have a bet on this then.
We've got a little challenge. So it's probably a bet, to be honest. This is, I want to get your take, Cads and Tobes. So me and Jevy were just chatting before we started. He's off to Europe next week, and he seriously thinks the Swans can win this one. And I just said there is no chance the Swans are winning this one. They will lock up Isaac Heaney. He's just dominating. They're not letting him kick 5 and have 34. And he said, well, let's have something on the line. So I challenge. Can we get a signed jersey from both of you? He's going to pick which one he wants to wear. If the Giants win, he's going to go out for dinner with his missus at the most fancy restaurant in Europe, and he's going to wear the Giants kit to dinner and not tell his missus. But what was the alternative?
Well, if the Swans win, Tobes, you're going to have to text a good mate of yours and a business partner. You've got to get me a signed Isaac Heaney jersey, number 5, on the back. I'll give my missus the ick for a couple of hours in Florence wearing your kit out for dinner for sure.
All right, yeah, we can do that. We can do that, mate. That'll be. I want some live. Can we get someone into that restaurant to record you as well?
I reckon we can. That's it. So, Toby, you've got to get a signed Isaac Heaney jersey to Jevy if the Giants lose, and if the Giants win, we're going to get a couple of jerseys up, and you can take your pick. You wear Cads on for entree, and maybe Tobes for the main.
I'm in. I'm done.
Let's talk about the game. You just said, what, 8 of the last 9?
8 of the last 9, 4 in a row.
8 of the last 9. It shocks you when you think about it. Do you boys talk about that internally?
Oh, we know they've had the wood over us the last few games, and we've been in good positions in some of them. So, no, we know, and we know, it's we want to beat them, but we also want to make top 4. So, the game's pretty important, and the next 5 weeks are all huge. But this one's, it's always got a bit extra, and we know how important it is. We know what we got to do.
So I think you've won, I think it is 5 or 6 in a row. You're in great form. Is it good to have a game like this where it nearly feels like a mini final for you now? Like you want to win this, you want to keep it rolling. Off an 8-day break, another primetime game. Is this as good as it gets really for you?
Yeah, it is. It'd be awesome, and hopefully we sell out Angie. To be honest, our next 2 games are pretty much little elimination finals, a little bit in a way. If we win both of them, we're a good chance for top 4. If we lose both, we might miss finals. So they're huge games, and this weekend, Friday night against the Swans, great rivalry. It's going to be good fun.
Going to be even better. The past players event's on. I'm doing dry July, so I'll be well behaved, but I'm flying up Thursday just to nestle in at Callets and then fire up for Friday night, boys. So just need a couple of room passes. That was the rent agreement. He goes, you can stay at mine as long as we get a couple of room passes for Callets. You'll be able to organise that for me, Tobes.
Yeah, get in there, mate. If we'll make sure we get the win, and then it's always good fun.
Always been a strong record for the past players. Dave Matthews is a smart man. He always just sends the boys over when it's a guaranteed win. So I'm not going to go too early, but I reckon you'll be wearing a Giants jersey around Italy, mate.
Oh, happily. Matchups, Cads, who usually comes to you from the Swans?
Well, it's going to be an interesting one this week. We're not quite sure because not sure if McCartan is going to play or not. So maybe Hamling, I guess. Hamling or Malikan will be the go. So, Malikan's turned into a really, really strong key defender. So, I'm just going to have to run him around, run him off his legs, I guess.
I know Joel Hamling quite well, mate. So if you do get him, let's exchange prior. I've got a little bit of dirt on him. You can really get inside his head with a bit of mail that I've got that doesn't leave the field, mate. Just a little, if you need, if it's half time like a couple of weeks ago and you haven't kicked 6 yet, just maybe dish that out at 11-minute mark of the third quarter.
That'd be great because we owe him one since what he did to the Bucks last time. So
that's right. That is right. I forgot that he played forward.
That's right. Last time he played, they just went into Francis and Hamling just tagged Bucks and Sam Taylor, didn't they? And just wrestled him behind the ball the whole game. It's the first time I've ever seen anything like that.
Me too. We were pretty surprised, that's for sure.
Little Dean Cox with a nice strategy there. Well, we know Tobe's got the leadership dinner tonight. So is there anything else before we round out and thank Cads?
Nah, that's it.
Cads, Tobes, especially Cads, because this is a one-off. This is big for the TFG Tuesday podcast. Mate, thanks so much for jumping on and congratulations. You take the piss on this pod, but in all seriousness, congratulations on that contract extension. Blokes like Toby have hung around for the whole time he's been at the club, and when young blokes like you and Finn sign, it just shows you the culture and the loyalty that you guys have got down there. And well done, mate. It's very big to see number 1 pick stay instead of going home and getting more cash. So congratulations.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah, as I said, pretty easy decision for me. The culture we have at the club is like no other. So yeah, I'm super happy here, and yeah, thanks for the kind words.
Anytime. Well, I'll see you up there Friday. But just to recap, the Swannies lose. Jeffy's going out with his missus where are you going? In Italy?
Florence.
Florence.
I'll have pipes out as well.
Pipes out.
No
the
shirt
fanciest
underneath.
restaurant in Florence, and he's going to be wearing
Away
the
kit.
Giants
Orange.
jersey. Away kit. Do we need shorts? Does he wear shorts and socks, boys?
Maybe some orange pants.
I'll see what I can do.
We'll see what
I'll
we'll get
I
the
can do.
poll up on Instagram with the KPI construction pissing in the ice bath. Connor Idun, he's been hot. We might have to get him on soon. Anyway, that's all they've got. Get in the comments on YouTube. Let us know if you got a question. We saw a lot of comments last week purely about the KPI construction. Go or stop that. We want a question, but again, thanks, Cads, Tobes. All the best tonight. All the best this week.
Thanks, Laves. Thanks, Cads. Added some good value there. It'll be good to see what the people say.
Good stuff, Cads.
Might be a regular, mate. Might be a regular. All right, boys. Well done. I'll speak to you. And Jevy, all the best in Europe with the missus, mate. Hope you have a great trip.
Good work, boys.
A lot of raised eyebrows when I hired Gary as my new bodyguard. But the guy really offers something unique. Just like the PointsBet app. It's all about offering something different, like a better, faster way to bet on all your favorite sports.
She's good to go, mate.
PointsBet, built different. You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.